What's up, team, and welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Stock Show. First of all, I'd like to wish all the fathers out there a happy Father's Day. And for those of you guys who haven't wished your father yet, make sure to call him and bring him a little gift if you can as well. So today I'll be talking to you guys about my top 5 stocks for this week and the coming weeks as well. Some of these don't all have options. Some of them have lower volume, but they can still be very good stock purchases. All right. So we will be going over the top 5 stocks as well as a bit of the NASDAQ market. So if you want to really understand what I'm going to talk about, make sure to tune in and watch the full video. And this way you'll get a good comprehensive understanding of what's to happen this week and where money can be made. All right, so this video is for entertainment purposes only and it's sci-fi time, so let's get into this. So the first stock, actually before I get into the first stock, let's take a look at the NASDAQ market here. So here's the NASDAQ. We're looking at about the 6-month time frame. I just want to prepare everybody for the worst. All right, so obviously we don't know what the future holds for us, but of course we want to be prepared for possible pullbacks. So here the NASDAQ has been bullish again over the past 6 months, but it has had a couple of big recoveries or retracements where it has pulled back. All right, so every time here it hit a new high, pulled back quite aggressively, we started to consolidate, ran up again, hit a new high, pulled back again. So recently the NASDAQ has been running up pretty strong, and we hit a new high as of last week. So what do I think can happen? I think based off previous patterns and watching the NASDAQ hitting new highs, pulling back, hitting new highs, pulling back, I can expect this to possibly pull back. Of course, this can continue to run this week, next week as well, but you just want to be prepared for a possible pullback, right? So none of us can see the future, but what we can do is prepare ourselves for that. So if you are heavy in some of the tech-related stocks, you could either begin to dilute yourself out of that position and slowly drip yourself out, or take some profits along the way and possibly get in at cheaper prices. All right, so just keep that in mind. It doesn't mean it's going to pull back right away, but it is a possibility. So definitely keep that in mind and don't overextend yourself, especially not in the tech stocks. Not just yet, all right? This can continue to run. However, I do expect a pullback within the next coming weeks. So the first stock that I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol GCO. So what do I like about this? Well, again, looking at the 6-month time frame, very bullish, has been running up. It's a slower moving stock, but not too slow either. So if we just go back to March, it was at about $42 a share, ran up as high as 63 or so. All right, so the volume on this isn't too high. And I don't think they do have options, but the volume on the options are kind of low. So the spread is wider, but you could still possibly take options on this, if not even stock shares, which would be a very good buy. And I'm expecting this to run back up and hit another all-time high. So we've recently pulled back here, and again, big volume, so that's kind of a good sign. Also, when looking at the MACDs here, they're preparing to cross, again, another good sign. And it's holding at a support here of about $55 a share when looking back at these. This may pull back a little lower. It may come down to about 51. Keep them on your watch list in case they do pull back, but they may also continue to just reverse and run right upwards. So you may set yourself a confirmation level at about $57, $58 a share, enter into your position there. If you want to be a little more aggressive, you could try to enter it in around 55. I would wait for a bit of a confirmation so that you're positive that it will run back upwards and not continue to dip further. So if you were to grab this and run it back up to a new all-time high, I could see it going above $64 a share, probably somewhere between 64 to 66. That would give us a return, even just on stock purchases, of approximately 15% or higher. All right, so that's a very good trade right there. That's ticker symbol GCO. The next one I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol CZR. All right, so this is Caesars Entertainment. A lot of hotels, casinos, and stuff like that. As we all know, they do very well in the summer months with travel, with more people going on vacation and stuff like that, spending at the casinos, spending at the hotels and the shows. All right, so again, a very bullish stock. They have been running up over the past 6 months. and recently we have seen a pullback. So they are currently sitting at a support here of approximately $100 a share, which is also a round number, so that is a strong support. I could also see them pull back a little further to either 96 or even lower to 91, so I wouldn't necessarily enter into this trade quite just yet, but prepare to enter into it, all right? It still looks like it's coming down right now, and I don't see any reversal just yet. We'll see as this week. It may begin to reverse as of Monday or Tuesday, but it may also continue to pull back. I would say this could comfortably pull back to about $96 a share, and then we may see a bit of consolidation, and then it will start to reverse upwards. So just get ready to enter into your trade at about there. So I like this one a lot. This one has options and stock. Again, pretty high volume. Its average volume is about 2.7 million, and on Friday it was over 4.5 million, so almost double its volume. And if we were to enter into the trade either here at 100, which I'll use that as 100 being a more conservative number, but realistically I do think it is going to pull back a little more. But let's take it from 100 to hitting a new all-time high of approximately 115, 116. Again, that is approximately a 15% return. So a very good return on this stock. The next one I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol HEI. What do I like about them? Again, fits all the criteria that we like to look for. Bullish over the past 6 months, continuously hitting new highs, and a little bit of a pullback so that we're not overpaying, we're not buying something that's overbought, we're getting into it at a discounted price and going to catch that reversal and take our profits there. So again, this hits a new high, pulls back here. We saw it hit a new high again of 148.95, which, taking a look at the 52-week range, that's 148.95 here, and we are pulling back. Again, this isn't currently sitting necessarily at a very strong support. It's got a bit of a support here at about 137, 138. However, I do see this possibly also pulling back a little more. May come back to about 135 or possibly even lower to about 132, $130 a share. However, if this begins to reverse upwards, then definitely enter into your trade. I would use probably about 140 as my confirmation of a reversal. Once it hits that 140, I do expect this to run back up into the 150s and break another new high. So if we are to calculate that, again, I'll take the conservative approach from approximately 140 up to above 150. Let's say 150 here. That's approximately a 7.5 to 8% return on $150 stock. Is going to be a very good return, especially with options. Now, the next one I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol EXP. Right? So this isn't EXPI, the real estate one. This is EXP. It's a construction materials company. As we know, they focus a lot on cement, stuff like that, infrastructure. And as we know, right now, the real estate market is booming. There's a lot of shortage of materials. Wood is almost like gold right now, right? There's a lot of shortage overall because of the demand for housing and for all of this infrastructure. So right now they have pulled back quite aggressively and sitting at a very strong support here of about $136, $135 a share. I do expect this to begin to reverse upwards pretty quickly, and you would have to enter your trade pretty quickly because I do think it's going to come back to its trading range of about $145 a share very quickly. So here we came down, touched this 135. Now we're at 136. It seems to be holding pretty well. When looking at the MACDs, they are looking like they're about to cross. So it is very oversold right now. And I do see this running back up, maybe not right away to a new all-time high, but quite aggressively to about 145 a share, and then afterwards breaking another all-time high above 155. So this is one of the trades that I do like a lot. If we were to grab it down here and run it back up to a new all-time high, that's approximately 13.5 to 14% return. Again, this doesn't have the highest volume, but even if you were to just do stock shares of this, I think this could be a great stock to get into. All right, so that's ticker symbol EXP. Now the last one I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol IVZ. So that's Invesco. Again, has been pulling back. This is a finance, in the finance industry, has been pulling back and is sitting at a very strong support line over here at about $26 a share. Why do I like them? Again, MACD is looking like it's coming to cross relatively soon. It's sitting at a very strong support. Even if it was to break through the support, it has another support at about 25. So I think it should hold there, and then we will see a reversal. This one doesn't give you the most aggressive run. I see it running back up to about $29 a share, maybe 30. But even in stock shares, this would be a great purchase because it is a relatively cheaper stock, so you can grab a few more of it and you'll see a nice return on there. So if we were to run this from about 26 to about $29, $30 a share, that gives you a return of just about 11%. All right, so keep those 3 stocks on your watch list. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and smash that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. This week we are going to be continuing on with the 10x challenge. If you haven't signed up for our Discord, there's a 5-day free trial. Make sure to click the link in the bio. Aside from that, I wish all of you guys a good, happy Father's Day and a great rest of Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp for our live trading. Have a good one, everybody.